As Roblox developers, we all have two goals. That's releasing fun games and making money. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today a fan linked me his game and said, hey bro, why is it failing? So we're gonna hop on in. This game is called Warriors Army Simulator 2 Beta, which is kind of a mouthful and definitely hard to search up, but it'll be the first link down below in the description. Now I will say, failing is a bit of a strong word for this project. The game just released a couple days ago and already has 42 active players and 17,000 visits. To put that in perspective, when I release my dream game, which I've been working on for literal months, I'm hoping to get around 100 concurrent active players. So the fact that he has half of that on his simulator, I can't really say it's failing. Now, of course, no game is perfect, so let's go ahead, hop in, and see if we can find any reason that the game might not be performing as well as they hoped. First impressions, hopping in and going through the tutorial, there's a step called like destroy eggs, right? And it's basically saying, hey, this is how you play the game. You have to go destroy these mobs and then you get coins. But it doesn't tell you how many you have to destroy or how much time you need to do it or how many coins you need to do the next step of the tutorial. And even though you only have to destroy 4 or 5 for you to click onto the next spot of the tutorial, it seems like it took forever instead of just maybe adding a little counter, right? So if it said, hey, destroy 4 eggs to buy this, it would be a lot better than saying, hey, go destroy eggs. And then once you get money, it'll tell you the next step. I think there should definitely be some sort of a countdown or goal set within the tutorial, just to make sure that that part of the tutorial doesn't slow down your experience. After the tutorial, I got to explore the map a little bit, and I'd say overall the map looks pretty good, but it is a bit clunky and sort of mismatched in my opinion. In some areas of this map, being the mobs and the big flying bird, there's very high quality textured and animated assets, which honestly look like Pokemon, but you know, hey, it is what it is. These are super high quality, and anytime I see a custom asset animated, it does make me feel like it's a higher quality game, but the rest of the map feels, not as high quality. And it really gives the vibe of finding a very nice animated asset pack online and then throwing it into a game just to try to up the value of it. The rest of the builds aren't bad by any means, but it doesn't feel like it's all cohesive. Now, I don't think this is a game-breaking issue or a reason that there's not players playing. I just thought it was worth noting as one builder to another. Now, going back to the tutorial, there's 2 things I didn't really understand, and that's these upgrade stations. So maybe going a little bit more in-depth in the tutorial would help out the new players. As I played, I did start understanding, hey, upgrade this to hold more stuff, to upgrade that, to hold more stuff, to upgrade that. You know, it makes sense, but I feel like the tutorial didn't really hint on it too much. Now, getting into the main gameplay loop. I love how much you can actually do in this game. For example, it's not just unlock a pet, click on an item, get coins, unlock a new pet, and maybe turn that pet gold. No, it's unlock a warrior, okay? Get armor for the warrior, get weapons for the warrior, and then you can make those weapons and that armor gold. I feel like there's a lot more that goes into it that makes the game feel a lot more grindy, but also a lot more rewarding as you play. For example, if an update comes out on Pet Simulator X, and me as a YouTuber, I go up to a fan, hey bro, can I borrow the best pet in the game for a video? Usually we would have that done within the first 10 to 20 minutes of the update's release. However, in this game, you would have to get the best golden variant of the armor and the best golden variant of the sword. And that alone is just so much cooler to make like a top item or a top unit, I guess, in this game. So I do really appreciate that there's more to the gameplay loop than get a pet, make it gold, ta-da, you're done. However, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. I love the idea of getting these weapons and getting this armor separately, but the way you guys did it in this game feels a bit clunky and takes a bit too long in my opinion. You have to go to a shop, which opens a UI to click on a button, armors or weapons, and then you have to scroll through to pick which crate you want to open, and it just feels like a mess. Even though it's only 2 to 3 screens, you have to do that each time. I do think it would be better if the armors and the swords were separated and they weren't in a shop. You had a physical place you could walk up to that crate and open it up. Now, that just might be a personal thing, but going through all of the menus every time I wanted to do it was definitely quite a bit annoying. And then say I wanted to open up a weapon and then an armor, I have to go to the weapons, find what I want to open, fully exit out, and then step back onto where I already was to open up the armor one, and it just doesn't really seem too smooth. So in my opinion, separate those out and get rid of more of the UIs, right? Just make it walk up to it, buy it, there you go. Also, I don't know if I just didn't get far enough in the game, but since you start playing, there's a mount button on the side of your screen, and it doesn't really give you any information on how to unlock these mounts or where to go to unlock them. I would imagine once you get to a zone further in the game, you can walk up to a place and unlock the mount, but I did find myself wanting one the whole time. If you're not sure what mounts are, they basically speed up your walk speed in the game. PetSimX's hoverboard would be considered a mount. Now, once again, this probably is somewhere further in the gameplay, but it's not too clear. So it leaves me wanting more as a player since I started. I do love the overall concept of this game. There's enough gameplay mechanics that feel familiar and not too much that you have to wrap your head around, but there's also some new stuff, so it doesn't feel like a one-to-one copy of previously existing Roblox games. And I think this is where you need to be on this platform. Let's just say there's a reason there's like 3 million clicker games that are all the exact same and only 1 or 2 of them is doing good. This is basically like taking a proven concept that works and then adding to it to make it more fun. So I think you did perfect in that regard. However, the balance of this game, I don't know if this is just me, like the old ADHD me. I get not bored because there's enough to unlock, but bored that it takes so long to unlock it. I played for exactly 1 hour of in-game grinding time with boosts active and everything like that, and it took 1 hour to get done with the second zone, aka at the 1 hour and 1 minute mark, I was able to buy the third zone. Now, I don't know if this is good or bad in games, but it did feel like I was playing for 3 hours, even though I was only playing for 1. And that might not be the best. You want it to feel like you're playing for 1 hour if you played for 14 hours. Now, I don't have the most ideas on how to give this effect in your game, except for things that we've already talked about. There's things that are not unlocked, such as mounts, that you have no idea where to get until you reach them, I'm guessing, in the map. And the UI thing for the weapons and the armors, I can't get past it. I like that you tried to be a little bit different, but it just doesn't feel as smooth or as nice. Overall, I think this game has a lot of potential to grow pretty big on the platform, and it doesn't need too much more work in my opinion. So great job so far to you and your development team. I'm wishing the best for you guys, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.